Hey everyone, this is Ray with Crazy Calling. I'm just going to do a quick reporting on allocations for Angel Tree using TSAM. If you've never done that, or this is just the way I do it. If you would like some tips, I'm not going to do a lot of editing, so it's going to be pretty raw. I actually did one day with most of my allocations, and I even called TSAM and like, "There's a glitch," and I'd recorded it, but actually, there's not. It was complete operator error. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this recording for you real quickly. And then also, there is a way on TSAM that you can do allocations for company, and then you can give them a link for their angels, so you don't have to drop them off. That's their preference. Only they could go to that, which I think is really great. But the links are long, and so I take that link and put it in a QR generator. QR, yeah, right. QR code generator, and I send them that link. And so I'm going to I send them the link and the QR code so that might be helpful to them. So I'm just going to walk through the step of how I allocate and how I do the QR code. So I'm going into the home screen right now. So I'm going to go over to Angels and then go down to Angel Allocations. You click on that, and then you will see here, this is the way that I can edit any of the allocations that I have right now. And then after you put how many they're going to have, this is actually the action. You go into this green arrow, and that's where you're going to put how many that you have. Okay. Now that's probably all in an instructional video, but I just wanted to brief you on that. So I'm going to go in right now and create a new allocation. And so I'm going to go up here to the top, new sponsor allocation. I'm just going to show you how this pertains to me. So I'm just going to put in the company, and then you can fill out this information if you need to, but in the interest of time, I'll come back and fill all that out later. I'm going to put allow online adoptions. I'm going to put yes. And it's not going to show me a link just yet because I have to go back in and fill out how many I'm going to have. Okay. So, and I'm going to put for this company that they want 50. Actually, I know they're going to want 50, and I want to make sure I get all families. So I'm going to put 70 just to make sure that I get just families to go to this. I like to have a little bit extra cushion so I can see what I have, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. And then allocation deadline, I'm just going to put December 3rd. I have 3 deadlines this year. December 3rd is my second. I'm hoping that that'll give me some more angels and batches up front so that I can get stuff done earlier, because like you start getting all the stuff in at the end. I'm hoping. I will let you know how that goes. Okay, so I have AES right here that we just did. And I'm going to go over, and if I was like, oh, I didn't mean 70, I meant 80, I could go into that edit, but I'm going to go into the action right now. I really wish there was a whole family option where it would kind of like line for you up on the screen, like, so you can choose if it had just like, instead of this, if it had groupings of, and I meant to mention that last year and I forgot. So it's my own fault that it's not there probably. Okay, so here are angels. So if I know, now they come up, when they come up, they're all highlighted. Does anybody else's husband use their office as a pass through? Because mine does. Okay, so they're all highlighted. So I'm just going to take off the highlight. Now, I do want to tell you just a couple things that I figured out. If I want to add just random ones, if I hit Control and then tap my mouse button, that helps me hit random. Okay. I'm just telling you stuff that took me a while to figure out because I'm not computer savvy. So if you are, please don't think I'm trying to condescend you. If I want to highlight a whole bunch at a time, I hit the left mouse button, and then I scroll down on my mouse, and that will allow me to highlight a whole bunch at a time. Okay. Okay, so my list comes up. These are 70 angels here. Now, I don't want 70 angels. I want 50 angels. I want 50 families, and this one starts with B. So I'm not going to want that one just because I like to send families to the same place. So wherever I'm going to send A, I'm going to send that B. So I'm going to take I'm going to take off B, and I'm writing down what that, where's my camera? I'm writing down what that code is because what you should know is when it comes from over on this side to this side, it will go from being in order by the number and go to being split male, female on this side. So it kind of gets out of order. So I'm just writing that down so I can remember which one it is that I'm going to take out. Okay. And also, I know that it's a girl. So that's going to be helpful where I look for my search. Okay. Now, as I might have said this on the other part. I will tell you if I want to allocate a family, there is one donor that we have that calls and they would like a specific family, like they want to serve a single mom with so many kids, and they're particular about ages, and we really cater to that because it's an organization that comes together. But it is hard to allocate a family in that way. So what I usually have to do when I have found that family is I will say, okay, say it's the family is like 195, right? So I know that they just want one family, but what I will do is put, depending on where my allocation stopped in the last place, I'll put like allocate them like 100 so that I can get that number to come up in here. That's why I would love if there was like an order by or just like a select family number option. That would be really great. But I'd put like 100, and then I would find like family 195, and I would just allocate that and go back over. And then I'd go back to their allocation and just push 2. And that keeps me from giving their family to other people or accidentally putting it out somewhere else, is why I really want to allocate that family. And so that's what I do for that. But right now, AS, they are not particular, but I do want to make sure that it is one family. So I'm going to scroll this down and go down to D. Now that's going to give me 51 angels instead of 50. Most of the time, companies are okay with that. If I wanted to do exactly 50, I would allocate. You know what? Let me just go ahead and show you that. So I'm going to allocate down to this A right here. So that means my 194, okay, down to this A. So it's not going to let me, I don't think, take off these. So I'm going to put on here the ones that I want to take off. It's going to be AC 194A and AC 194B, because it's like if I do it, unless I'd have to do it like all individually. So I know I'm going to take 3 off of these. I don't want to click them all individually. That's why I'm going to do it to where I can send it back. So 194B. See, it won't let you like just take off those 2. So fine. Okay, I'm going to allocate those. And those are girl and boy. So I'm going to add to allocation. Now, if I wanted to just tell them like, hey, I'm going to give you 51, then I could just take off that one that was at the top. But say you have people that are like, no, like 50, ma'am, 50, we want 50. Then this is how you would do that. If I just wanted 50 and not 51 or 51, I could have just gone ahead and gone down to this D, and that way they would have had a whole family, and then take this one off and it would be fine. Okay. But right now I have 48. I'm going to take off 174B, which was a girl. Here she is. So I'm going to click that one and I'm going to remove that from allocation. Now you'll see up here that it says I have 47. So I need a family of 3. So I'm going to look at these families. That's D, A. Here's one, A, B, and C. Okay. So I have to remember to unclick what's over here. And I'm going to click with just my control and my mouse, click A. Oh, I'm going to unclick that one. A, B, hello. I don't know why it's not clicking. And C. Okay. Then I'm going to add those to allocation. Okay, now you will see up here that I have 50 angels. Okay, it shows that they requested 70. I'm going to go back and change that. They have 50 angels and they're all here. Now I want to tell you, if you were just if you didn't care if all the families go to the same place, you're fine with it. All you have to do is put in 50 angels in that place. You go here, you can put in random, you can put in angel sending, however you want to do it. Click 50 angels, it'll come up highlighted, add to allocation, boom, you're done. What I'm showing you right now is just if you want to be specific, if you want to give all of, one place, all families, everybody in the family. This is how we do that if you're interested in putting families like at the same place, or how I do it if I'm just looking for one specific family. That's a little bit more difficult. And so anyway, so this is what I've got right now. Okay, so this is my allocation. These I don't need. Okay, and I just make sure that I've got 50 here. I'm going to close this out. And I'm going to go to my AES allocation here. I'm going to go back into this pencil. And I'm going to change my number from 70 to 50. Okay. That is just for my record. It's not going to do anything. It's just so I know I've only given them 50 and I don't have to check that in the allocation. Okay. Now you'll also see they have their online adoption link. So I'm going to highlight this link and copy it. Okay. Then I'm going to go down here and push save. I'm going to go into my mail. I'm going to go into a new email. It's going to go to Trent. I'm just going to draft it for right now. Okay. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to paste that. Y'all, my signature lines must. I always change it. Okay. I've pasted this link on here. Okay. So I have a draft email now. I'm going to go into my QR code generator, which I keep up there, and it's just qr-code-generator.com. All I have to do is put that here, and then you'll see it start thinking right here. And it has given me a generator code. I put the scan me on it, and I download that generator QR code. And it will pop up in this bottom left corner here. Okay. I'm going to open it. Going to, there we go. I'm going to save as the AES code in my Christmas folder. Okay. And then I can go right back into that draft email and send them attach that code as well. And mine usually comes up right there. Thank you so much. So I don't have to look for it. And then I will just write him and say, hey, here's your angels. Here is a link, but also a code. And that is really people have liked it. It's helpful. I still usually offer hard copies. That some people say, no, I just want the code. And then they share that with their company. AES actually is a great example because they are the windmill company, the big windmills you see. They are out a lot. And so they like being able, they don't always go into their home base. And so that's a really good option for them. So I hope you found this helpful. Please let me know if it's confusing, if there was anything that I said about just adopting the family. I hope I didn't make it more confusing than it has to be. It's really an easy process. So if you want to allocate, you don't care if it's families or not, you put in the number, you allocate it over and it's fine. If you want to allocate, you want to make sure it's families, just put a little bit more in that first opening box and you can make sure that they're families in that way. And if you want to do just one specific family, try to find the range of the family you want to do and then put in as much of a range as it's going to take to get that family on there. So if you found, I try to find that family as close to the top so I can just put in like 50 or 100. The more you allocate, the longer it takes to kind of think. But you can put that in and then you can find your specific family. and allocate that over. Let me know what you think. Please do let me know if you're like, that was way confusing, girl, or not helpful or helpful. And let me know if there's anything angel tree wise that you are interested in knowing this season, whether it's angel tree or scheduling or whatever. Just let me know, and I'd love to do a video for you if it's something that I'm working on. Thanks for joining me on Angel Tree with me, and enjoy this crazy calling. See you next time.